unique, fucking unique. Let's get into it. Let's fucking get into it. So let's go straight from the start. Actually, Unique was in court with Brendan. Yeah, you heard that right. Unique was in fucking court with Brendan. Not really, because BGO is suing Brendan for breach of contract and unpaid wages and all that malarkey, right? It's an employment tribunal thing. BGO obviously worked with Brendan at Thick Boy, doing all the social media, being his fucking assistant type of thing, and doing some stuff in the studio. And of course, we know how they fell out. And obviously, when they fell out, BGO aired out all his business, mostly because he was upset because, you know, Brendan had said some bad things about him out on the media as well, and obviously didn't pay him. And then, of course, this led to what we're going to be listening to now. And now we're approaching the end of this whole debacle. BGO rightfully and did the right decision to sue him and to garner the wages that he hasn't been paid. But it's been a long, drawn out process. I'm not gonna lie. If I was BGO and I was in his position and I had secured some fucking adverts and all this stuff and I was on SNL, I think I would have just given up on this. You know, it's taken a bit too long. I think if I was still down now, if I was still scrapping and like hustling, I probably would still go with it. But if I was BGO now, I probably would have let this go ages ago. So it goes to show you just how much BGO fucking hates Brendan, because he's up now. BGO is up and doing well for himself, and he's still doing this. He's still going through with this. So that means he really, because I doubt very much so that BGO is like hurting for money and he desperately needs this cash. It's obviously, it'd be nice to have because it's what he's owed. But I think he's doing this more so as like a lesson. Like, you try to fuck me over, I'm going to fuck you over now. You know, especially when we get to the end bit, you'll see. Because I don't even think BGO really cares about the outcome. I think he's just happy to like get Brendan to gonna jump through these hoops and to go through this humiliation ritual of having fucking Unique be a witness. I mean, I think BGO likes that more. I'm not gonna lie. But either way, he took him to court. We're approaching the end of it, and surprisingly so, out of fucking nowhere, surprisingly so, I guess BGO was given the opportunity to call his own witnesses, to ask, you know, to kind of add validity to his claims that he was an employee at Thick Boy, that Brendan did him dirty, or that Brendan employed him in the first place, or that he was told to work out more out of his hours and he's due whatever he's due in compensation, blah blah blah. So for whatever reason, I don't know why, because he's called two witnesses. BGO, he's called his wife Luana, and he's also called Unique. Luana, I get why he called her as a witness, because they live together, so she can ascertain to the idea that, hey, while we're living together, while you were working there, I can add credence to the fact that Brendan was, you know, your employer, and I also can add to the fact that you were working around the clock, which was taking time away from me. Yeah, I mean, she can add more color to the story and shit, right? But I don't really get the Unique angle. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really understand what Unique is gonna add to this case, because this is just a, oh, you haven't paid my wages thing, isn't it? This is not. There's nothing else here. But regardless, BGO invited Unique to be one of his witnesses. Unique, of course, obliged, and in Unique's infinite wisdom, he decided to live stream the whole thing. Probably one of the dumbest moves ever for BGO, but for us, the audience, one of the best moments ever, especially in recent years when it comes to Bappaverse stuff. Maybe one of the best moments ever to watch this stuff play out live. I was watching it on my phone. I got two phones here. I was watching it with one phone. I was fucking in the Discord talking to everybody else about it on another phone. It was fucking phenomenal. It was so fucking fun to see this play out in real time. So Unique gets called by BGO to be a witness for him in his court case. I don't think BGO told him to stream it though. People are giving BGO a bit of a hard time about this whole thing and how it kind of, you know, ended. But I don't think BGO told Unique to stream it. I think he just said, hey, be my witness. It's probably going to be a good bit of banter. It's going to be a bit of a troll. It's going to be a bit of a story. You can obviously talk about it later on your thing. You know, I think that's what the assumption was. But, you know, when you're a content creator, you never turn off. You know, I know Unique, I get you there. When you're a content creator, when you stream, your brain never turns off.
And I'm loyal to default.
Big up.
Just remember, what horses consider play, monkeys consider business. But to Tom, it's all foolery. Well played, BGL, and Unique. Thanks for the laughs.
Exactly. So it worked. Unique decided to go on stream. We had some great entertainment and it all played out live for us. And thank you to Unique too for leaving this up and not making it members only. Appreciate him. So let's appreciate Unique. I know it's stupid, but let's appreciate Unique for leaving this up and not making it members only so we could all watch it. So big up to Unique. Really, really helpful. Thank you so much. So let's watch it. Let's watch it how it played out. Fucking fantastic entertainment. And we're going to go through it bit by bit, you know, in exhaustive detail, right? We're going to go through this in exhaustive, redacted detail. So if you don't like Unique, you hate how his voice sounds, or you hate how I pause things, you hate all these interruptions, watch it yourself. You know his channel. That's the fucking channel there, right? That's the title. You know where he's at. Watch it yourself. But don't complain. I don't want to hear no fucking complaints in the stream chat. Let's just sit back and enjoy this redacted fucking phone call, lawsuit, court case thing. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let's enjoy it. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let's enjoy this foolishness, okay? Who's that? Is that person? Is that, what's that? Is that chat? Cool. Let's enjoy it. Actually, why is there two chats there? Oh, I've got to change the chat. By the way, hold on. One second. I've got to change the chat. There's two chats there blocking up the screen. Bear with me a second. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just continue. I don't care. Fuck it. Let's go.
$201.50, which is for 13 days worked. Then we have meal period premium wages for the 2022, which again, April 17th, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. 227 work days without a meal period for a total of $3,405.
It's just funny that this man is the one that's like ruined Brendan's life in real time, no? It's just really funny. This fucking man has done irreversible damage to Brendan's actual life as a troll. It's actually fantastic, you know. He's actually affected Brendan's real life. It's fucking crazy. Unique is a legend. He'll go down in the Hall of Fame. He has to. I know the Reddit doesn't like him, and some of you guys in the stream chat say some shit about him, but in terms of providing us with entertainment, sometimes without even intending to, he is a net positive to the Bappaverse. He's a net positive. I swear to God, net positive. Net fucking positive. Those fucking clickbait titles, those thumbnails have legitimately shaken Brendan to his core. He's so rattled. He's so fucking rattled. In the words of Kino Casino, Brendan is so fucking seething. He's so seething at fucking Unique. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny how much this guy's affected his actual real life.
$1,405. Then we have identical claims for rest period wages. So for the large period in 2022, it's 227 days and $3,405 claimed. And then for the final pay period, 13 days at $1,550 for $201.50. Next, we have unreimbursed.
Moving like a nitty, man. Relax, bro. Moving like a nitty, bro. Relax. Come on, he's so, you can tell he knows. He's got content brain on. He's speaking of the views. He's speaking of the engagement. He's got content brain on. He's fucking, yes. He could take a month off after this. He could take a fucking month off. Big up Unique. But he's so excited. He's so excited to cause absolute chaos. He's so excited to cause this chaos. Oh God, man.
Business expenses.
I'm testifying.
Says essential items for travel, $450. Okay, then the next is an expense for mileage.
By the way, I need to sample that. I got to sample that.
I'm testifying.
I got to sample that at one day.
Next we have unreimbursed business.
I'm testifying.
It says essential items for travel, $450. Okay, then the next is the expense for mileage, which is 5,600 miles driven.
He's just like me, man. Got that ADHD thing. He's just like me. He's not moving. He's not stopping moving, man. He's just like me, bro. He's just like me. Big up Unique.
At a rate of 62 cents per mile for a total of $3,472. Then we have a liquidated damage claim for the that final pay period 1/1/23 to 1/17/23. Plaintiff.
He about to appear. He was about to testify during a court case wearing a Wu-Tang t-shirt, and his hair just like out. Oh, he's a legend, man. He didn't even try to slick it back and put it in a ponytail or nothing. He was about to appear in court with a Wu-Tang t-shirt on, his hair just out. Legend.
This claiming 120 total hours where minimum wage was not paid, so that's a total of $1,860. Then there's the liquidated damage for the prior year, 4/14/22 to 12/31/2022, for 3,409 hours unpaid at minimum wage for a total of $51,135. Last page, we have an access to payroll records penalty. Failure by an employer to permit a current or former employee to inspect or copy their itemized payroll records.
He can't believe it. He keeps showing the camera. He keeps showing the camera the screen, which we can't see. We can barely see it, but he can't believe it. He can't believe it. Like, look where I am. Look where I am. You know what I mean? Started from the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
$750 penalty there. And then we have a waiting time penalty, which is if the employer willfully fails to pay, in accordance with Labor Code 201, any wages of an employee who is discharged, their wages continue as a penalty.
Huh? Is that true? Hold on, let me rewind that. What? Is that true? I didn't know that.
Their wages 201, any wages of an fails to pay, in accordance with Labor Code 201, any wages of an employee who is discharged, their wages continue as a penalty.
Wow. Fucking hell. I didn't know that. Brendan fucked up big time, didn't it?
Up to a maximum 30 days. Here, plaintiff was discharged 1/17/23, on which date wages were due. Plaintiff's claiming 30 days of penalties at $54 per day.
Where's he going?
A total of $1,620.
I sworn in. I had to hold up my right hand, and I am testifying.
By the way, this is hilarious. By the way, he thinks he didn't think they could hear him, but they heard him. So I think he put the camera in. He put the phone in the other room because I don't think you can mute the camera. Maybe you can't mute the fucking video, the thing, the app. So he put the phone in the other room, thinking they didn't hear him, but they did. It's not even that far. It's just there. You can still hear the phone. It's not even that far. It's just like over there. And he obviously talks loudly, so they definitely heard him. Look at him. He's so funny, man. Oh.
Schaub's there.
Okay, Mr. Swindells, are you in this hearing or are you on the phone?
I'm in this hearing.
Okay, well, I'm hearing a conversation, so I'm going to remind you that you are under oath. And this is a legal procedure. Your focus is here. If you're going to be on the phone having a conversation, I'll just dismiss you. Do you understand?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, thank you.
This is a legal procedure. Your focus should be here. If you're on the phone, I'll just dismiss you. Do you understand? God damn it, bro. Imagine getting told off and you're on the Zoom call. Like, God. BGL thinking, fuck, I made a mistake, innit? BGL right now, at this moment, BGL's thinking, fuck, I think I made a mistake.
Alright, let me back that up. Final claim, severance pay.
Pause.
January the 17th, 2023, plaintiff claims severance pay in the total of $1,082.92. The total claimed is $135,550.
How does it jump? Hold on. How does it jump that much? Hold on. Excuse me.
The total claimed is $135,000 severance pay and pay. January the 17th, 2023, plaintiff claims severance pay in the total of $1,082.92.
So Brendan owed BGL $1,882. That's how much he owed him. Brendan, on paper, owed BGL just under $2,000. Now listen to what he has to pay now.
The total claimed is $135,555.92.
$135,000 is now on the line. Maybe it may go up, it may go down in terms of the final verdict. He owed BGL $2,000. Now is up to $135,000. Can somebody tell me? Why the fuck Brendan just didn't pay fucking Mark Harley the $2,000 that he owed him? I get it, you fell out with a guy. I get it, he exposed you for the cheating. I get it, the addies and baddies things. I get it. Mark was being a little bit annoying at the end, but rightfully so. They fell out. That's what happens when you fall out with somebody. But surely he should have just given the guy the money, especially because he knows how crazy he is. You could have seen that coming from a mile off. You could have seen that crash out from Mark coming off from a mile off. He should have done the smart decision, mitigated risk, given him maybe $5,000, and said, "Here's an NDA. Here's $5,000. I owe you $2,000. Here's $5,000. Here's an NDA. It's in cash. If you want this in cash, sign the NDA. You can't talk about me again for 5 years. Be on your way." Instead, Brendan's ego and pride got in the way. He tried to fuck over Mark, right? Tried to fuck him over basically by not giving him the money, which I could assume back then also must have hurt. BGL now probably doesn't give a fuck, but back then when you were just leaving TFATK, he had nothing going for him, and if you don't give him his last salary for the month, that probably fucked up, you know what I mean, a lot of shit for him. So he really fucked over his life. And now, fast forward a couple of years later, look how much you're having to pay now. There's $135,000 on the line. What the fuck does Lex do, by the way? Isn't Lex his business manager? Isn't fucking Big J meant to, or J, what you call it, Axe J, isn't he some sort of tech guy? Isn't his dad meant to be some sort of entrepreneur? Just so Brendan's got no one in his circle, nobody in his inner circle that could have just spoke sense to him and said, "Hey, I know you hate this guy, but just pay him now to avoid issues in the future. Just get it out of the way so you can move on." Imagine not paying somebody $2,000. Now the bill might be $135,000 on top of the lawyer fees. Oh my god! Oh my absolute god!
Interest would apply per Labor Codes 98.1C, 1194.2, and or 2802B. A document detailing the amounts may be attached. There is no attachment. The amounts on this complaint are approximate and subject to modification, which means they could go up or down based on the evidence that's presented to me this morning. And finally, the plaintiff certified.
I'm loyal to a default.
Big up, Sarzies.
When I heard Bappa was paying him $500 twice a month, I couldn't believe how cheap Bappa was. But I'm thinking he was paying him under the table with Addy deals and stuff, cause $1,000 a month is crazy low.
Maybe. I don't think it's all the time though. I don't think the Addy deals is all the time. I doubt it. I think that number, which we're going to get to later, but that number, the 500 twice a month and shit, I think is confirmation, at least to me, and proves me wrong again, by the way. Another really bad AZ take, right? Another really fucking bad AZ take. But my hope that Chin gets adequately compensated was thrown out the window. If Brendan was paying BGL $1,000 a month, there's not a chance in hell. There's not a chance in hell that Chin is on anything north of 50 grand. of 50k, sorry. There's no chance. If BGL got 1,000 a month, there's no way Chin gets more than 50k. There's no way. Brendan, a person like that who's that cheap, a person that I guess, for lack of a better term, exploits people that way, doesn't just pick and choose who exploits people. The only person that probably gets paid adequately is Brian Callen, but they started together. I think every other employee that's there gets probably underpaid for sure. If he can get away with it, he doesn't. There's no way that he doesn't. There's no way that Chin gets paid adequately in comparison to his, like, you know, the amount of work he does, his loyalty, his consistency, the lack of fucking taking breaks and shit. Because BJ was getting 1,000, there's no chance that fucking Chin was getting more than 50. No fucking chance.
The foregoing is true and correct. To the best of his knowledge and belief, this was signed.
We got Johnny Sneed. Explained that massive condo Chin had in LA. He spent all his money on it, brother. Simple as that. Chin is not very, for better or worse, Chin is quite low maintenance. I know he spends a lot on gear, but outside of that, Chin doesn't do much. Chin's very low maintenance. He's a single guy. He doesn't party, right? Yes, he drinks beers, but he doesn't party. He's not really spending his money on like hard drugs or anything. He's not really dripped out. He kind of wears a lot of free merch, right? He's not really a dripped out kind of guy. And I guess outside of his music equipment, outside of his like cameras and shit, and Korean barbecue, maybe the only thing he spends money on is like tattoos and stuff. But that, again, he's got all those done already. I think he must have spent the majority of his salary on that fucking spot in LA. I think Chin's the type of person where he'd rather spend, like, if Chin's making $5,000 a month, he'd rather take $3,000 and get a really nice place that he doesn't have to do much to, than, you know, get a cheap place that's in his budget. He'll gladly overspend and just live on fucking ramen noodles. He's pretty low maintenance, so I'm pretty sure Chin spent the entirety of that salary on his apartment in LA, that one with the 4 balconies. I'm pretty sure, but I don't think he was getting paid like 60, 70, 80 grand, 90 grand, 100 grand a year. No way. No way. Brendan was definitely paying him the bare minimum, you know, the bare minimum.
In Santa Rosa, County of Sonoma on August the 27th, 2024. All right, so our complaints into the record. So I'll begin my questioning of you, Mr. Harley.
No, it was big. It was big. Big up Asad Aziz. It was big. Let's just go Chin's thing quick.
This is essentially the area.
Look at the area. First of all, isn't that like a new build? That's like a new build area, no? I know it's a bit shaky, but that's like a nice new build area, right? Nice new build area.
Essentially the area. And I'm walking to the gate.
Increased safety and shit, right? Probably cameras everywhere.
Right now. Here's a little dog park.
There's a car park in there.
It's called Bark Park. All right, here we are. I'm not going to show you my room number.
Cool.
All right, here we are. The new pad.
1,148 square feet. Look at that open plan kitchen and living area.
It's a lot of light here. This is.
Yeah, I know. Big up on Tentos. AZ got photographic memory. I know. I'm fucking.
You have a gun?
Big up, big up, big up, big up.
These MFs gonna end up living in the storage unit.
Exactly. Leave that lease open. You know, Brendan never pays off a lease. He just leaves it. He just leaves it before the end. So technically, they can still stay there anyway. Technically, that place is still available to stay in. But yeah, look. Big up NJ. Separate room.
My workout room, by the way.
One room.
The closet. Pretty small.
Holy shit. Holy shit. He was paying $6,350 per month in rent. Okay, maybe I've read it wrong. Maybe he was getting paid more then. Oh my god. So maybe he was getting 800 grand in LA. Maybe he was. Or maybe he got like 60 base salary and then the rest of it they made up in like advertising money and shit. 6,000. Hey, does anybody in the stream chat? Full disclosure. Does anybody in the stream chat pay more than $5,000 for rent? Let me know in the stream chat. Does anybody in the stream chat pay more than $5,000 for rent? Please let me know. Is this normal? Does anybody in the stream chat play more than $5,000 for rent? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's £67 in a year in rent. Exactly. Nope. Fuck no. Okay, credit cards are evil. Mortgage, mate. Okay, fucking game bread. Mortgage then. Alright. Fucking homeowner. Fucking show off. Big up game bread. My spot's almost 3K. No way, 6K. 6,000.
Small closet, to be honest. Jeez. This is a 3-bedroom. This is my living area and kitchen area.
By the way, what's with his psychology? Can somebody explain the stream chat? What's his psychology? It seems like Chin doesn't like, why doesn't Chin like living in like 1 or 2 beds? Why does he always get places to have like 3 rooms? I don't get that. Is that normal? If you're by yourself, I guess technically if it's an apartment, it doesn't matter, right? If it's all 1 floor, if it's like a maisonette or an apartment, it doesn't matter because it's all 1 floor. But Chin seems to have a thing of like renting places with loads of rooms. Why? Why do you have so many rooms when you live by yourself? It's more space to clean. It's just more space in general. It's so odd, isn't it? It's such an odd thing. Like, why do you need 3 bedrooms? Like, even if you're the type of person, right? Because you know there's people that buy cars thinking of their friends. Like, I wouldn't do that personally. I'd just buy my 3-door car, right? I'll buy a 3-door hatchback. But there are some people who prefer to buy like a 5-door car, so that if they take friends with them, they can easily open it, you know, jump in and jump out. Some people do the same thing with cribs. They'll buy a crib and they'll have like a crib that has like maybe a spare room in case a friend wants to stay over. That's 1 spare room. Do you need 2 spare rooms? Like, why do you need so many? Unless Chin maybe secretly also hopes that in the time that he's there, he can start a family. I don't know. Maybe that's Chin's like game, innit? Like, he gets places with like loads of rooms, so that in case if he meets a girl and they can be serious, he can be like, yeah, I've got a spot that we can kind of like grow. You know what I mean? Is that like that's a bit creepy, but I wonder if that's his game. His game is like, yeah, I've got a spot, you know, I've got 4 balconies, 3 rooms. So if you want to get pregnant, we can go right now.
This place is also weird because there's no place to put a TV. It's like, it'll be here, but it's kind of odd. But no choice.
You're kind of odd, mate. This place is perfect for you because you two are kind of odd.
TV there. I guess the couch will be here. Dining table here. There's my little patio. Jesus, it's bright as heck. It's not a
4 balconies kind of hard though, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's a meme and a joke, but having 4 balconies is kind of a flex.
bird crap there.
We got Apex Putter. I live alone and I have 3 bedrooms. Could you briefly explain why Apex Putter? Why do you live in a crib with 3 bedrooms? What's the thinking behind it? Do you have it like Chin where each room is a separate thing? Like one room is a gym, one room is a studio. Like why do you live in a place with 3 bedrooms? Or is somewhere that you give into you? I wonder why. Because I can never see that. I want just 1 room. I don't need to have 4.
This right here is for me the make or break when I get an apartment. If it doesn't have filtered water in the fridge, I will not rent the apartment because I've done the thing before with the Brita, inside here. It was so annoying.
Yeah, big old job for MIA. Bro, my cousin pays $3,500 for a 2-bedroom on a 45th floor in Miami, viewing the water in Brickell near the Pilates for women. That makes more sense. $3,500 for a 2-bedroom in Miami on a nice strip in a nice area. That I'm cool with. But $6,000. This crib is not worth $6,000. Even looks wise, this crib does not look like it's worth $6,000. $6,350 is insane. Over $70,000 on rent alone. Oh my god.
And then I did the thing before where I bought water bottles or water jugs, and it's so much of a hassle. So I have to have a water filter in the fridge. Oops. Okay, that's not good.
Imagine you pay $6,000 for an apartment, right? Rent, and this is what you do when you first get in there. Your first walkthrough in the apartment that you paid $6,000 for. What's deposit? Deposit is what? One month's rent, 2 months rent? Fuck. And this is what the first thing you do.
I have to have a water filter in the fridge. Oops. Okay, that's not good. So there's this is the common bathroom area. It's pretty cool. 2 sinks. There's a shower here, toilet there. And this is the second bedroom, which I'm gonna use for my studio. And here's a little closet for it. This goes back out to the living area.
Anyway, you get the gist. Oh my god, I can't believe it's $6,000. I can't believe it's $6,000, man. I can't believe it's $6,000. Wow.
Were you an employee of these 3 defendants?
I was an employee, yes.
Okay. Alright, well, let me ask. What is Thick Boy Productions? Why are they named?
That is a production
One more time. What is that? What did you say?
studio that owned, produced.
Let me ask. What is Thick Boy Productions? Let me ask. What is Thick Boy Productions? Why?
When somebody else that isn't in the Bappaverse says it, it does sound wild, innit? Big up Coiler, he made that point. Big up Coiler in the Discord. Coiler made a great point in the Discord. He didn't really think through the name Thick Boy, innit? Like, he didn't really think it through because it hasn't aged that well. And it sounds horrendous when somebody says it aloud. What is Thick Boy Productions? It sounds like, what the fuck? Is this like a porn studio or something? What the fuck is this? What is Thick Boy?
You have a gun?
Yo, big up.
If Chin was paying $6,000 in rent, then Brandon was overpaying, lol.
100%, which is probably why everyone's pay's gone down. Big up El Casino. That's why everyone's pay's gone down. So when it was good, when times were good, Brendan was paying them way over what they're worth. And now times are bad, everyone's pay's got cut. Everyone's pay's got cut. Big up El Casino Cowboy. I appreciate you for the super chat, bro.
Why are they named?
That is a production studio that produces podcasts owned by Mr. Schaub.
And that's where you worked?
Yes.
Did you get paid by Thick Boy Productions?
I'm loyal to default.
Big up Saucies.
Listen, Us, I don't need your help on marketing. When I comes to chicken wing reviews and paying munches, maybe. But marketing? Let Papa take it from here.
Peng Munches is crazy. Big up Saucies. Peng Munches is crazy work.
Yes.
Alright. What's Tiger Thick LLC?
Tiger Thick LLC is a whiskey.
What is Tiger? Honestly, that name, that fucking name is so. He could have killed it just naming it Tiger Whiskey. He would have killed it if he just named it Tiger Whiskey. It rolls off the tongue. It doesn't fucking mean anything, but at least it sounds better than Tiger Thick Whiskey. Like, what? Why would you want your whiskey to be known as thick? You wouldn't want that to be a descriptive word for your fucking vodka, for your fucking whiskey, sorry. Thick. Who wants thick vodka? Not even fucking, what they called? Not even unhoused people. Not even unhoused people would be happy with a bottle of thick whiskey.
Company owned by Mr. Schaub that I did social media management for.
Okay.
Often in conjunction with the activities that performed for Thick Boy.
So you did social media management for them. Did you get paid by them?
Yes, but was not given my final month of payment.
Alright. And then the Golden Hour, what's that?
The Golden Hour is a podcast.
By the way, why did that sound like he went to say some other extracurricular stuff? Hold on.
Did you get paid by them? Okay.
Often in conjunction with the activities that performed for Thick Boy.
Activities I performed for Thick Boy. Hey, that's an AO. That's an AO and a pause, isn't it? On top of the activities I performed for Thick Boy. AO.
Okay.
Often in conjunction with the activities that performed for Thick Boy.
So you did social media management for them. Did you get paid by them?
Yes, but was not given my final month of payment.
Re-emphasize this again. Let me re-emphasize again. This court case is over 1 month's worth of payment. Brendan refused to pay BGL's 1 month of payment at the end. 1 month. And look at how he's paying for it now. He refused to swallow his pride. He refused to put aside his ego. Over 1 month of pay. 1 month. He probably spends more on Diet Cokes than what he would have had to fucking pay BGL. Just pay him the money and be done with it. Now look at what's happening. Now look at what's happening. I can't believe it, bro. There's the lack of sense. Like, I can't believe somebody is that dumb. But it makes sense, isn't it? He moved his entire family from fucking LA to Texas with no research. He found out about property tax on his dad. Oh my God, I pay property taxes. Oh, like, everything is a fucking surprise. I don't get it. Nobody in his circle could tell him, hey, this BGL guy, he's a bit unhinged. He's clearly pissed off. He's very annoyed. He's very angry. He fucking hates you. He's going on a fucking podcast tour and a YouTube channel tour and a streaming tour, talking bad about you. He's revealing all your secrets. Maybe it might be best to pay the guy the money. You saw him fucking deadlifting his girlfriend in a fucking car while she was driving it, right? You saw the video of him deadlifting his girlfriend's car while she's in it. Maybe pay the guy the money. Maybe just give him the money. Fuck it. Just write it off. Just give him the money. Avoid all the problems in the future. Nah, I'm gonna be proud. Fuck that guy. No, you can't test me. I'm the thick boy. I'm the thick boy. Nobody gets one over on the thick boy. Nobody disrespects the thick boy. Now look how you're paying for it. Now look how you're paying for it. Oh my God. He owed him what? $1,000, $2,000 at most in unpaid wages for the last month at most. Now he's going through this humiliation ritual. Plus he might have to pay way more than what he's actually should have paid in the beginning. I cannot understand how dumb this guy is. I just can't get it. It's just fucking wild.
Alright. And then the golden hour, what's that?
The Golden Hour is a podcast produced and hosted amongst two other people by Mr. Schaub, and I did social media management for that company. And
he sounds embarrassed, doesn't it? He sounds embarrassed. His voice, he sounds kind of embarrassed. Yeah, I did social media management for the fighter and the kid, I guess. He sounds actually embarrassed.
Did you get paychecks from them as well?
I did get wire transfers or deposits, and yes, I did get paid. I was just missing the last 4 months. I was in an invoice.
Imagine that on your fucking bank statements. Payment from Thick Boy Productions for the amount of $500. Another Thick Boy Productions payment for $500. What the fuck, man?
And the last 4 invoices were unpaid.
Okay. So you submitted invoices. Do you have your own social media management company that you're invoicing clients for?
Nope.
No.
What would BGL's social media management company called? What would his LLC be called? What would it be called? Lion Mane Socials or something. What would his social media company be called? Oh, fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell.
Why did you submit an invoice?
I was told to do that.
Alright, so you had a
Big up Asad Aziz. I'm pretty sure the lady in the bank thought I was gay because she asked me about the constant small payments to a handsome black man. Big up Asad Aziz.
who hired you for this job?
Brendan, job.
Yeah, big up Casual, big up Casual, big up Casual. Big up MK, I see you. Big up 101 Krieger, I see you. Big up Gamebread, I see you. What's that? Big Gay Lion Productions. Dent Socials, BBCCC is crazy.
You said in your complaint you had a written agreement, is that correct?
Yeah, I did an employment agreement, yes, for at least some of these, and a verbal agreement with Tiger Thick and the Golden Hour.
When was your first day of work?
Officially, I'm counting it as April 14th. We were traveling before Easter Sunday, and
And what was your job title?
You just cut him off, innit? He didn't want one of those epic BGL stories that never ends. Like, come on, man. Just answer the question, bro.
I have a job title. I would say I did various things. Editing, that I list, social media management.
Were you paid by the hour?
I was paid a flat fee. Yeah, twice a month.
And what was that fee?
Let's check my records. It was something for Think Boy. It was a little over $500.
Twice a month.
Yes. I can get the number if you need.
When you ask somebody a question like that about money and they say, let me check my records, it's usually because the money's low and they're embarrassed by it. You know? Because if the money's good, you know the money's good. But if you're kind of embarrassed by it, oh, how much is it? Let me check my records. You know how much it was, man. You don't have to check your records. BGL was out here crashing out on the Reddit. Leaving massive paragraphs in YouTube video comments and stuff, defending Brendan's honor. BGL was handing Brendan a whiskey through a fucking plant pot. BGL was on his knees, handing Brendan a whiskey through a plant pot that he didn't see for like 10 minutes. Standing there with his arm out, holding the fucking whiskey. All for $1,000 a month. He was doing all of that, being fucking Brendan's bodyguard on social media. Having an entire podcast dedicated to like debunking the trolls and shit. He ran off that guy on Reddit, right? That one of the big posters on the TFATK Reddit. I think he's back on there under a new name, but I forgot the guy's name. But there's one user on there that was like one of the main posters who used to kind of upload, who used to do the clips and shit. He ran him off the Reddit. Fighting with everybody on the fucking Reddit, getting banned on the Reddit. Do you know what I mean? All for $1,000 a month. God, how embarrassing, man. How fucking embarrassing. It's good how it's turned out, but Jesus Christ, man. Letting Brendan, like, I don't know, mug you off like that for $1,000 a month. Could never be me, bro. Letting someone like that, letting a guy of Brendan's fucking, I don't know. I just can't, like, not that it would make it better if he was getting paid $5,000 a month, but all of that defending of Brendan on the Reddit, like, was so embarrassing when it was happening in real time. Like, one of his, like, he was like a new toy that Brendan had, and he was crashing out on everyone. And I think even on the Instagram, I think BGL was in charge of the Firing the Kid Instagram too. He was writing stuff on the Instagram, trying to be snarky and like push back against the trolls and for $1,000 a month. Also, by the way, also to note, he was fucking underpaid too. It's shameful for him for doing so, right? Doing all that for fucking 1,000, but he was still underpaid because technically he worked as a social media manager for like what, all three things, right? For Tiger Fick, the Fire and the Kid, and let's say Fick Boy overall. He was a social media manager for 3 separate companies. If you want to, because technically you can say that because Brendan was getting 3 different ads, packages for each of them. So he was working as a social media manager for 3 different companies technically. Plus he was Brendan's assistant. In a way, he was Brendan's assistant. He'd be carrying the boxes of fucking Diet Cokes and shit. He'd be accompanying him to some of the, appearances and streams and shit. He'd be going on tour as the sort of like de facto assistant, road manager shit. He had like 4 jobs, maybe 5 jobs working with Brendan. And Brendan still only paid him $1,000 a month. Piece of shit. Piece of shit.
Tiger Thick, I was paid $3,000 a month. And for the golden hour, I was
that's nice. Okay, that's better.
paid $1,000 a month for the final months that I worked.
So you got, hold on, why was Tiger Fick so much money? So Tiger Fick, he got paid $3,000 a month, but the other ones were like 1,000. Why was Tiger Fick did they get sponsored or something? Why could he afford to pay more at Tiger Fick and not at Tiger? That's interesting. So in total, he got $4,000 a month. Okay, that's better. That's better. That's much better. In total, he got paid $4,000 a month, but still not good enough to be running around the internet defending Brendan. No money is worth it. But $4,000 is better than $1,000. Okay? $4,000 is better than $1,000.
Okay, so about 5,000 per month.
From the different entities, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And you said payday was every 2 weeks or
Okay, so it's not 4, it's actually 5. It's not 4, it's actually 5. Okay, it's going up now. Again, not good enough to defend Brendan for me. I don't think any figure, any dollar amount is worth to defend someone like a Brendan. But 5 is much better. Still doesn't excuse the way Brendan was speaking to him on the phone, or especially in those text DMs and stuff. Like, fuck all that shit. But still, 5 is much better than 1.
twice? No, you said twice a month. What days of the month was payday?
The 1st and the 15th for Thick Boy, but for the golden hour and Tiger Thick, both invoices.
Okay. I have to ask you a very technical question. I'll explain it first, just so we're on the same page.
8 inches. That's what Brendan would say.
In California, we measure overtime by the week and by the day. So for a week, that means 7 days. It's the same 7 days that repeats over and over again. Do you know if the company used a established week? They can make it Sunday through Saturday. They can make it Tuesday all the way until the next Monday. Do you know if they had their own?
I was not given that information at any point.
All right. And then when was the last day you worked?
January 17th, because I was working on the 16th and then went into the night and the morning working. So January 17th, 2023.
2023. Okay. And then
Actually,
you were discharged?
Let's see. Is there a Fight in the Kid for January? What was that? For Fight in the Kid, January 2023. What episode is that? Is that this? No, that's the 2021. Huh. What was the 2023 episode? I want to see which one it was. Who was there? Who was there? January 2023. Who the fuck was there? Let's see if we can find it. Bear with me a second. This is really a nonsense and unnecessary, but I'm intrigued. Cool. Is it this one? 868? Yes, we did, 'cause we back at it. Is it that one? 868? No, that's February. Oh, I was close though. I'm close. So it might, if it's not 868, it might be 855 or something, or this one, 857. That one? Ah, December. I fucking bust my load there. Maybe it's this. 861? Yes, we did. 11th, yeah, there we go, 11th. He was fired on the 17th, right? So it's 861. So he was fired somewhere around here. Is it 863? Or is it 1000? Brian's 1000 special. Brian's Callan 1000 birthday special. Okay, cool.
Got an announcement.
Okay, so it wasn't that one. It wasn't that. Which one was it there? Which one was it there? So it must have been 863 or 862. So it must have been these two.
Got an announcement.
Is it not that one? Wrong one again, right? I did the wrong one. Yeah, it might have been around here.
I feel like last time I was in here. Yeah. You didn't see that coming out.
You want to fight him.
Yeah, it might have been around here.
Is this the Sharkman shit's different?
This might have been the last episode. This might have been it. This might have been the day he was let go, mate. That might have been the day. Look at those fucking trousers. Elasticated denim sweatpants. Oh my god. Elasticated denim sweatpants. Throw it in the fire. Please throw it in the nearest fire. And of course, Brian Callen's got his fucking Caucasian fucking talons out. Of course. He's got his fucking Caucasian talons out. But yeah, that might have been the date. That might have been the date. This might have been the episode where BGO was told to sayonara.
From Thick Boy, yes. But I've been fired from Tiger Thick earlier than that in December. And yes, didn't receive the final month of payment. But the golden hour firing.
Who's that? Who's that? Big up that person. TQT. Feed the AZ content train is crazy. This is not my content train. This is everyone's content train. This is not mine specifically. Big up whoever this person is. TQ. Big up TQT.
Happened simultaneously.
Okay. Simultaneously with
the Thick Boy, yes.
And then when did you receive your final wages?
Oh shit! Look, big up Machiwi was here as well. Zinger Nation. People. Okay, we got some random show viewers in the stream chat. You guys are hilarious.
Let's see. So I was promised when I was fired that I'd be paid for the month of February. He said I can pay you for February for these entities that you're still working for. And at the time, there was another entity as well, the Fighter and the Kid podcast, that I'm claiming to be owed money for that final month as well. But I believe it was the 30th of January that I
and then, so you're saying you were promised February? Is that what you meant by this?
Yo, big up, Josie. What's that? You made a cameo on the latest Fried Plantain and your friend Kat. Really? Okay, nice. I'll check that out. Check that next one. Big up Fried Plantain. That's fucking hilarious.
Severance paying your claim?
Yes, in writing, I was told in a group chat, I will pay you through February.
Okay. And then who discharged?
So what the fuck happened then? What changed? Brendan agreed to pay him his last month's rent and stuff. What the fuck changed? Do you guys remember the law? What changed? What soured their relationship then? If at the end they were still on cordial terms, or they were still cordial, sorry, and Brendan said, yeah, I'll pay you for your last month. What fucking changed then? What happened? Why did Brendan suddenly say, nah, fuck you? What did BGL do?
Brendan Schaub.
How many hours per day did you work?
Typically 12 or more.
Jesus Christ. Okay, now it's not worth it. 12 or more hours in the company of Brendan. Getting direction from Brendan being your boss for 12 or more hours, having Chin also fucking chirp in, is not worth $4,000. It's not worth $5,000. Having Brendan be your boss for 12 hours with Chin's fucking advice as well, is not worth $5,000 a month. It really isn't. 12 hours a day. God damn.
How many days per week did you work?
7.
Okay, so you mentioned that the podcast studio you said was in Calabasas, so that's where a majority of that podcast work took place?
Yes, but I also worked remotely and went on the road to various cities throughout the country and traveled as security, social media management, various jobs at once, and general entertainment.
General entertainment. What does that mean, bro? That sounds a bit sus. I'm not gonna lie. General entertainment. What does that mean, though? Who are you entertaining?
And
have a claim for meal.
I'm loyal to default.
Pick up a disease.
We're all having a good laugh, but on a more serious note, Oz. Do you come inside women? Do you ask them where they want you to come? Answer this question now for everyone on camera. Thank you.
Those are the conversations you get from Chin. Those are the type of conversations you get from Chin over your lunch. Those are the type of conversations you'll get from Chin. You'll be talking about XLR cables. You'll be just talking about XLR cables, enjoying your lunch, and then Chin will just be like, "Hey, so like you got a vasectomy, right? So like, do you like coming women? Do you like coming? Do they let you come? Is the load like heavy?" That'll be Chin's conversations. You'll be just about to take your last bite of your burrito. You'll be like, oh, but anyway, so big up all disease.
Periods did you ever take or get time to eat?
I would eat as like part of my duties because I was security for Mr. Schaub. So I would eat.
Security. Oh my god. Social media manager, content, whatever, something, right? I don't know what the word is. A producer in some respects. On-site security guard. Security. And you got paid for. Now he was underpaid. He was definitely underpaid, man. He was definitely underpaid. So he worked. Oh yeah, cause true. Axe J is fucking Brendan's road manager, isn't it? Technically. I think Axe J, when he went on tour with Brendan, or when Brendan was going on tour doing comedy, he would be the manager. So BJ is the fucking muscle. He's the security. What? 5K a month for that is crazy low.
But there was the idea of a rest period didn't exist. The idea of a lunch at a time, where you clock in or clock out, that doesn't exist. I could eat.
Yeah, exactly. Black American. Exactly. One of those jobs is like 5K, but in total, I think 15 would have been way more. Would have been way more appropriate because one of those jobs is at least 5K. Being a social media manager, like that's a full-time job in itself. Especially working with Brendan, like all the fucking all the nitpicking and micromanagement and stuff. 5K is not worth it. It's not enough. It's not enough to put up with that. It's not enough.
Work or something like that.
Okay. And then do you know if there are 26 or more employees of...
There's not.
There's not.
What the fuck's he doing?
Alright, thanks for your answers, Mr. Harley. So I just want to go through some of these with you, Mr. Schaub and Mr. Wellman. So I have the...
Why does Unique walk like an auntie? Why does Unique walk like an auntie? What's a bit like an auntie, innit? How his arms are. It looks like a bit like an auntie, innit? Big up Unique, the little auntie walk. I love it. Checking to see if you're okay. Are you alright, honey? You need anything to eat? Are you sure? Are you alright, honey? Are you alright? I can make you something quickly if you want, He's got the auntie walk.
3 entities, Thick Boy being a podcast studio, Tiger Thick being a whiskey company, and the Golden Hour also a... Mr. Harley, the Golden Hour is a podcast or also a podcast studio?
It's a podcast within Thick Boy Studios.
Big up Jaffel. Big up Jaffel me. Big up Jaffel me. Yeah, but Baba wasn't even pulling in the money to support his employees with 40k views. Yes, my friend. That's why I want to know. If you've got a theory, please let us know, Jaffel me. I'm so curious. How was this? How was he running this? How? Someone explain how this is going. Because Chin was able to afford an apartment that was 6k a month, which is roughly somewhere in the region around 70 to 72,000 a year he was paying for that apartment. So most likely Chin was on 80 grand a month minimum. Somehow BGL was getting paid 5 grand a month across all those 3 brands, but still he was getting 5 grand a month was coming out of their bank account and paying BGL. That's a decent enough salary. Not the best, but a decent enough salary. According to BGL, Brian Callen was getting 25 grand a month. Then forget what even Brendan was getting paid, right? Just think of what he buys. He has like 7 cars. This was the era where Brendan was a sneakerhead. He was buying all the shoes. This is also the era where Slojo was living in LA. She was going to Beverly Hills, buying Balenciaga. How the fuck did they afford all this? How? It's just how?
In Thick Boy Studio.
Yeah, just there's several podcasts within it that, yeah.
So, Mr. Schaub, can you elaborate more on the differences between these 3 legal entities?
Between Fire and the Kid, Golden Hour, and Tiger Thick?
Well, I have Thick Boy Productions, Inc., a corporation, Tiger Thick, LLC, or the Golden Hour, LLC. Mr. Wellman, you can also fill in as well.
Yeah, I agree. BGL did more work than Chin and had his own podcast. Chin was probably happy to see him go 100%. I don't know what BGL said about Chin, but I don't think they got on well. I have no idea what BGL has said about Chin in the past. I've missed that part. I have no idea what he said about Chin, but I get the feeling, just if I'm reading people, I don't think they liked each other too much, because BGL's personality, how he came in like a wrecking ball, right? He came in, do you know what I mean? He came in hot when he started at Thick Boy. He was all about Brendan, you know what I mean, showing his loyalty, defending him on social media, and also he has a bit of knowledge about production. He has a bit of knowledge about, you know, just standard things. So I'm sure someone like that would have been offering his unsolicited advice to Chin, and probably Chin didn't take that too well, or the other way around. You know, Chin may be telling him about socials and shit, and he's like, I know what fucking socials are, you know? So I get the feeling they probably didn't get on too well. They probably stepped on each other's toes a bit, or BGL maybe tried to, like, you know, lend some help, lend some advice, or, you know, whatever. So that probably wasn't great. So yeah, I think Coiler's right. So I think when he got fired, I think Chin was more than happy to see him go, more than happy. Plus he took up all the space in the back, right? Plus that little table. Chin seems like the kind of person that doesn't really, little things annoy him. So BGO, being as muscular as he is, taking up all that space in the back, was proper annoying him as well. He probably hated him. I've got a feeling he hated BGO. I've got a feeling he hated him.
Trying to get a grasp for why there's 3 companies.
Sure. So Thick Boy Studios produces the podcast. So it produces Fire and the Kid.
Oh, it's Brendan's voice. Hello, Brendan. There's Brendan in court. Brendan's voice. Look at him when he's like fucking courtroom voice. Big up Asad Aziz. It's because BGO was tweaking off the uppers and Chin was something. That's a good point. Great point, Asad Aziz. Great point. Yeah, this is the era BGO was on the coke, super, innit? Wasn't there a clip? Or was it Brendan said, where they went on tour somewhere and BGO did a cartwheel and a baggie fell out of his pocket? Was it, do you remember that? That's a bit of lore. Like BGO did a cartwheel somewhere, they were like fucking around and a baggie fell out of his pocket. Yeah, so BGO was definitely doing the bumps and Chin was doing all of the fucking IPAs. So yeah, they definitely didn't blend too well. Big up Casual. The court case got thrown out the day at least because of Unique and BGO have had their blinds on to judgment. Brenda's a bad person, but Unique and BGO ain't for me. Yeah. I said the same thing, my friend. I said the same thing. Like, this is a slam dunk case for BGO. This is a slam dunk easy case for BGO, and he has technically fucked it by involving Unique. or Unique fucked it for him by live streaming it. Because I don't think BGL told him to live stream it. BGL told him be my witness for the troll, for the story, whatever. But he didn't tell him specifically to stream it. And now he's probably fucked his chances of this. I hope not though. I hope it's just like one of those like procedural things of like, oh, just next time don't stream again, or you're not allowed to come, you're not allowed to fucking be a witness or something. I hope it doesn't really hurt his chances. But I also get the feeling BGL doesn't give a fuck. I get the feeling BGL really doesn't give a fuck about the outcome. He mostly just wants Brendan to go through this humiliation process. You know, I think that's how much he hates him. I think he just wants him to go through this humiliation process.
And Schaub Show and Golden Hour, and then Tiger Sick would be the whiskey company that I owned.
Okay.
Owned.
No whiskey. Okay. So this property, like the Golden Hour, that's also just the name of a podcast.
Correct. Those are just names of the various shows.
Correct.
Alright. Okay, I understand. Alright. Was Mr. Harley an employee?
Yes.
Yes. He indicated there was a...
Exactly. Big up Gamebred. I'd rather take the 135k. Who wouldn't, brother? Who wouldn't? That's on the table. He's what? Technically, he's owed like 15 grand, right? If we, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Let's say he's owed. Let's say in terms of like damages and everything, he's probably owed 15 grand, right? In terms of like, you know, emotional turmoil, whatever, he's probably owed 15 grand on paper. If you're being nice, if you're Brendan and you're being nice, you just want to move on. You offer him 15k. You take half of it out in cash. You give the other him half of it in a check, and you put an NDA right in front of him. And you say, if you want this money, you sign the fucking NDA and you don't talk about me again for 5 years. And you walk away from it and you're done. He's out of your hair forever. Brendan says no. Now he might have to pay him 135k. Oh my god. And now BGL could be fucking it up for some for some streams for this. BGL could be jeopardizing 135k for fucking Unique, for us, for the Reddit. Come on, man. This is come on. I don't get it. Why?
Written agreement, and Mr. Wilman, I have that arbitration agreement. Was there anything beyond that, or is this really a verbal agreement?
Go ahead, Scott.
Well, I think the question was to you, but we're not aware of any written employment agreement.
Okay.
None has ever been produced.
Oh, so they're arguing there was no written agreement about the money. Honestly, Brenda's a piece of shit, man. Verbal contracts exist as well. Okay, so Brendan's lawyer is arguing, or their defense is like there was no written agreement of the money's paid type of thing. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. And yeah, for the record, I don't have a copy of any written agreement.
Yeah, it was a onboarding, you know.
Mr. Harley, I've already asked you my questions.
My bad.
You had the opportunity to answer me. Now I'm gonna get the same information, or not the same information, but I'm gonna ask the same question to the other side.
I'm sorry.
That question's not for you, man. You know the center. BGL got main character syndrome. Not all the questions are for you, my friend. Honestly, BGL's. My bad. Who were talking to you?
But yeah, so just please remain silent for this portion, as they were for you. Okay, job title. Would you say Mr. Harley had any job title, Mr. Schaub?
No, sir. No, nothing in particular. Kind of get in where you can fit in.
Damn. No job title, no contracts. Yo, BGL might be a generational dummy, innit? No offense to the guy, man. BGL might be a generational dummy. No contract, no role. No, just pure vibes. Vibes employment. Just pure vibes employment at his age. You can do vibes employment when you're under 25. At his, how old is BGL? Like 45 or something? How old is BGL? 45, 46? Come on, man. No contract. No title. No role. Get in where you fit in. Get me a fucking Diet Pepsi. Now. Get me a Diet Coke. That's where you fit in. Hand me this fucking glass of whiskey through a bush. Buy me some Adderall. Quickly. DM these girls for me. No, say this. No, say that. Fucking hell, man. Oh my God. Like, we all like money. I like money too, but you have to have some level of like, you have to have some level of pride, man. You have to have some level of pride, man. You start a job like that and it's a bit flaky and it's all over the place and vague. Hey. You pulled, hey, sorry, can I speak to you for a minute, please? Can we maybe get something in writing so I can have a little bit of assurance on my side of things and security? Can you let me know exactly what my role is? Because the other day you told me to do this and then he pulled me away and did that. I was doing the socials for Fighting a Kid. Then you said I should do the fucking Tiger Thick advertising thing. Can you just let me know exactly what my role is? So just like, so I can do the best work possible and be able to allocate my energies in the right place. Just have that conversation. To Frank, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be weird, but have that conversation. You're a fucking grown up and you have no fucking written job, like nothing, no idea on what your fucking KPIs are, deliverables, what's expected of you, like nothing. It just vibes with Brendan. Like, who's your job? Who's your boss? Is Brendan? Who do you report to? Brendan, Brian, Axe J, Sanaz, fucking what you call it, Fat George? Who the fuck did he respond to? Slow Joe? Is Slow Joe technically your boss? Can Tiger be your boss? At one point, was Tiger fucking BGL's boss? Oh my God.
And then I was given more or less a start date, and it matches his claim of 4/14/2022. Is that accurate, or do you have a different start date?
We got Jack Downey Jr. Jack Downey Jr. California law penalties are steep for unpaid wages, so 135k isn't outrageous. Shit.
That's April?
Yeah, April 14th, 2022 is about what he's basing his claim on.
Yeah, I have May on my records, but around there. That works.
Brendan's still being cheap towards the right to the end. Right, even in court, Brendan's being cheap. BGL has it down as April. Brendan has it down as May. A month later. Of course, you have it a month later. Fucking hell, Brendan. A whole month later, you know.
He identified payday as twice per month. Do you agree with that, or have an alternate?
Yes, sir. Twice a month.
Twice a month. All right. Payday is the 1st and the 15th? Question?
Correct.
Correct. Correct. Correct, motherfucker. Correct. Correct. Pick up Brendan. Correct.
Mr. Schaub, Mr. Harley testified that he collected various compensations totaling about $5,000 per month. So my notes show Thick Boy was paying $1,000 a month, so 2 times 500, and then Tiger Thick was $3,000 a month, and the Golden Hour $1,000 a month for a total of $5,000 per month. So how did you pay him? Was it hourly? Was it a salary?
Man didn't blink once there, innit? Fucking hell. He didn't blink once. I swear he didn't blink once. Big up Unique. I swear he didn't blink once, no?
My notes show Thick Boy was paying $1,000 a month, so 2 times 500, and then Tiger Thick was $3,000 a month, and the Golden Hour $1,000 a month for a total of $5,000 per month. So how did
Holy
you pay
shit.
him? Was it hourly? Was it a salary? And then what?
He's locked in. He's locked. He's locked in, bro. He's locked in. He didn't blink once. Wow, he's locked in. Big up Unique.
What's the amounts?
No, it was a flat fee. Your amounts are correct, but it was a flat fee. And the way they broke it up was just through my business manager, whatever accountant. They thought that was the best way to do it.
Okay.
Let me correct. The payment, according to the records, was $600 every pay period from Thick Boys, $750 every.
From Thick Boys. I think it's Thick Boy, so it's not plural. We got the lawyer. Every 600 from Thick Boys. One more time. Let me say that again. One more time.
600 every pay period from Thick Boys, 700. 600 every pay period from Thick Boys, 600 every pay period from Thick Boys, 750 every pay period from the Fighter and the Kid. So a total of $1,350 every 2 weeks, or $2,700 each month. And then there were 2 payments in November and December of 2022 for $3,000 each. That's what the records have showing. I submitted those actual check stubs, pay stubs for those.
I see. So the 3,000, that wasn't consistent through the duration from April through January, correct?
That is correct. That was at the end of the last 2 months, I tried to do some work on this whiskey company. He told Mr. Schaub that that wasn't his thing, and it only lasted 2 months. It's a very short-term attempt.
So they're basically disputing the amount. They're disputing the amount. They're basically making it seem like it was less. They're basically trying to say BGL was like overcooking it, and that the work he did on Tiger Thick was short-lived, which kind of might be true, because I do remember him complaining about that right towards the end when he crashed out on Brendan. Didn't he say Tiger Thick was the one that might have been the straw that broke the camel's back, innit? Because I think he was being stretched too thin. He was doing stuff on Thick. He was doing stuff on the Fire and the Kid. Gold now, yeah. I think Tiger Thick was the issue. I'm pretty sure he said that was the issue. That was the one he was getting stretched thin on. But that also was the one that sounds like it was paying him the most.
I got those payments. Right. Last day worked, he has January the 17th, 2023, and then he was discharged. So, what's your answer to his last day worked and how this employment ended?
Seems correct. January 17th.
Okay.
I have January on my records here.
On my records? What records do you have, man? On my records. Imagine Brendan keeping records. I'd love to see what they look like on my records, you know.
And he was discharged?
Yes, sir.
Pause. Oh, look, Brendan on screen. You can just see him there. You can't really see him to him. Look at Brendan on screen. You could definitely see his head and his fucking bleached blonde hair. You can see a little bit there. What a timeline, man. Brendan in court with BGL, you know. Sorry, Brendan in court with Unique. What a crazy timeline, man. Honestly, this is so avoidable as well. Just pay him what he was owed and he would have been over this. Fucking hell, Brendan. What a dummy.
Look at the records here. Just trying to look at the last pay stub. He had stated about January 30th. And I'm showing a pay stub.
I wonder, I don't know, I haven't listened to the full call.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up JV for life.
Big up, every stream is more viewers. Present emoji.
Big up J for life. Yeah, we're getting there. Big up J for life. Thank you for the gifted membership. You're a legend. Big up J for life. Thank you for the 5 gifted.
Take, will you clear bullying meaning define bullying for me?
Big up J for life. Big up J for life. Let me quickly add this in there. Big up J for life there. Big up J for life. Big up J for, I think it's 166 there, right? Big up J for life. Appreciate you. Big up J for life. 1 second. Let me quickly add this in. Big up J for life. 166, right? Cool. Boom. Big up J for life.
Hey, will you clear bullying meaning? Define bullying for me.
Let's play a bit because this is gonna be a while. Big up J for life. Big up J for life. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a legend. Everyone that gets a gifted membership, make sure you thank J for life.
Will you clear bullying meaning? Define bullying for me. Hey, will you clear bullying meaning? Define bullying for me.
Can you imagine if Unique and fucking BGL are the first dominoes to make fucking Brendan bankrupt? Could you imagine?
Hey, will you clear bullying meaning? Define bullying for me.
Can you imagine if they make Brendan go bankrupt in a way? Can you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Fucking hell. Big up J for life. Big up J for life. Big up J for life.
Have a date. Yeah, 131. Okay. Any payments after 131, Mr. Schaub?
No, sir.
We got the person in the stream chat in Unique stream chat. Is this allowed? That's a very good question. We got the person in the stream chat here. Is this allowed? He's a loser for suing you, but this is a lesson for people using clips from other podcasts. You need to pause the clip and comment. Don't let it run for 15 minutes.
Alright. And then this was work primarily in Calabasas and then other areas?
Yeah, studio's based out of Calabasas, so all the work would be there.
Okay. And would you agree that there are not 26 or more employees?
Definitely not 26 employees.
Okay. That's all.
That's Brendan. Look at Brendan. Look at Brendan's face. Look at Brendan's face there. Look at Brendan's face.
That's only relevant for the year 2022.
We got J for life. You're noticing it now, huh? We got J for life. You're noticing it now, huh? You're noticing it, innit? You guys thought I was mad in the stream chat, innit? You guys thought I was insane. You're noticing it now, huh? Bruh, is he geeked or didn't blink? You're noticing it now, huh? I don't know. He's locked in, mate. He's locked in.
Any findings regarding minimum wage subject to an employee count? Okay, so those are all my initial questions. So, we'll move to part 3. So, Mr. Harley, I do have an Anthony Friedenberg trying to get in the room. Is he associated with any?
Who the fuck is Anthony Friedenberg? Is that somebody from the Reddit? Who the fuck is Anthony Friedenberg? Who the fuck is Anthony Friedenberg? Oh my god. Is that a troll?
Mr. Wellman? He's not with us. He's not with you. Okay. Well, they'll be moved. Just for the record, I've never had so many people not related to a claim try and get into a hearing.
That's amazing. I've never had so many people not related to a claim trying to get into a hearing. So everyone on the Reddit is probably trying to flood it in there, isn't it? Everyone's trying to get in there. Gun? Oh my god.
Unique blink if you need help, lol.
Yeah, exactly. We got El Casino Cowboy. Unique is fine. He don't need no help. Unique is doing pretty good, mate. Unique don't need any of our help. He's doing fucking fine. He's killing it right now. He's killing it. He's got content for the whole year now. Unique's got content for the whole year. For the whole year. The biggest mistake of Brendan's career, I'm still going to die on the fact that I think the biggest mistake in Brendan's career was taking that Showtime deal, right? He should have never taken that Showtime deal. No matter how much money it was, I think in the long term, it did more damage than good. But if you're really being honest, the biggest mistake of Brendan's career and something that he's still suffering from the consequences of was suing Unique. Suing Unique was one of the biggest mistakes he's ever made. Ever fucking made. Because who's to say if he didn't sue Unique that Unique plays as big of a part as he does in Bappaverse? He may have not been as big as he is now if Brendan didn't fucking sue him. Brendan fucking, like, you know what I mean? Brendan put the battery in his back. Brendan made him fucking famous, and you know what I mean? Made him fucking, what you call it? Put him in front of all these YouTubers like fucking, what's his name? Like Moist Critical and shit. It was one of the worst moves, one of the worst calls ever. Suing fucking Unique for defamation. So dumb. So dumb.
Alright, so part 3, Mr. Harley, this would be your turn to call your witnesses, ask them questions, and then go issue by issue through your claim. I received various exhibits from the defendant, so I'll identify them for the record now.
Yeah, big up Josie, exactly. See, I heard about Unique on Voice Critical. Exactly. Some people didn't even know this guy existed before Brendan sued him, and then the entirety of YouTube started defending Unique because he's a small creator. He turned Unique into a martyr. He turned Unique into a fucking living martyr.
That way, both parties can refer.
Exactly, Roger Smith. Exactly. The Streisand effect, the Unique effect.
Refer to them. So I have a written answer from the defendant, and then I have 2 declarations, so we'll call the declarations Exhibit A. There are defendant declarations.
Fucking hell, Sandy. Unique looked like a 1970 R&B singer who just discovered crack cocaine. Jesus Christ, his chat is more brutal than mine. His chat are ripping into more than his. Tell the judge how awesome it is ordering fajitas. Big up Stevie in the stream chat there. Tell the judge how awesome it is to order fajitas. Is crazy.
One from Casey Garrity and one from Brandon Schaub. Just pull these up now so I can.
Oh shit! Is Casey providing evidence for Brendan against BGL? That's Casey from Thing, innit? Chin's friend. Rotted. Casey's providing evidence for on Brendan's behalf. Everyone must have hated BGL then, isn't it?
Page count, bear with me.
Expose Papa selling fake scorpion milk. Telling my kids this is Prince.
2 documents are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pages. Exhibit A. Then I have, or do you have these go, Mr. Wellman, going with the answer? It's like the written brief and then the declarations.
It's attached to the declaration.
Attached to the declaration. Okay, so
Mr. Schaub, yeah, all the exhibits.
All right. So then you have identified Exhibit 1, which is the arbitration agreement. So I'll call that Exhibit A. So I'm going to reorder it.
Unique looks like Lionel Richie's crackhead son.
Exhibit A will be the...
Somebody.
You have a gun?
Yo, big up Dubs McGee.
Unique as OG used to be Z and battled Red Bar.
Yeah. He's a legend, man. He's a legend. He's actually a legend out here. Respect needs to be given. He's actually a legend out here. Relentless. I just respect more the fact that he's affected Brendan's real life. That's the thing. It's one thing to make videos like I do, right, on the internet. You're just far away. But he's actually affected his real life. That is nuts, mate. That is nuts. He's just as much of a part of TFATK as those fucking red chairs, you know? He's just as much a part of TFATK as those fucking red chairs. Someone here said he looks like the Black Pennywise. Fucking hell.
arbitration agreement. And the answer will include the 7 pages of declarations. And then I have the pay stubs. That'll be Exhibit B.
Big up Ryu Ken. I don't get the unique glazing. He's a redact too and allegedly beat up his wife on stream. Hey man, wives get beaten up on stream every day, B. They'll be alright.
And this document got split into 2, so the rest of it will be there.
What's that person? Look, his stream chat is wild. What did they say to him? Saison, tell the judge that Schwab caused you stress in private life and character defamation. They're trying to coach him what to say when he when he takes the stand. Is crazy. Tell him he caused you emotional pain. Tell him he put you in a wheelchair. Tell him he broke your neck.
Then I have a chart of payments. That'll be Exhibit C. And then finally I have, well, at least the PDF that I have, Mr. Wellman, it's in Exhibit 2 and 3, which are pay stubs. So are those just split up by company name? I don't have them zoomed in.
Yes, there's one fighter and a kid, one thick boys, and then the last one was the Tiger, the $2,000-$3,000 payments on Tiger.
Okay. All right, so then we'll...
He keeps fidgeting, looking himself in the camera, trying to fix his hair, think it's gonna make a difference, and I think he realized it didn't make a difference, so he just left it. He keeps thinking it's gonna make a difference. He keeps like, bro, you have to just cut off your whole face. Start again. He should change it. It's not gonna do nothing. Oh my god.
And I'm loyal to a default.
Unique is proof that rock bottom isn't the worst place to be, especially if you smoke rocks.
Oh my god, my eyes,
$3,000 payments on Tiger.
Okay. All right, so then we'll move. Apologies again for my attempting to reorder. So part B will be one set of pay stubs.
Big up Asad Aziz, big up Asad Aziz, big up Asad Aziz.
Exhibit C will be the next set of pay stubs. Part D will be the chart summary of those payments, and then Exhibit E, the 5th one, will be the last 2 payments.
Big up on 10 toes. AZ, what could Unique do to Luxmax? AZ, what would you advise? Don't know. It's tough, man. He's okay, he's fine. I've never seen, he doesn't need any help for Luxmax. He doesn't need any help from me. Doesn't need any help. I've never not seen a Unique stream and not seen a woman walking behind. Now the woman might look, whatever, but I've never not seen a living, breathing woman not walking behind Unique. So Unique doesn't struggle when it comes to the ladies. So he's fine. He doesn't need any Luxmax and help. The ladies love Unique. No matter what we think, the ladies love, like, they look like they're human, they look like they breathe, they look like they stand upright, no disabilities. So the fact that women love him, I think he's on the right track. He doesn't need any look smacking help from me. I'm nobody. I'm a no one. He doesn't need any help from me whatsoever. He's doing perfectly well.
Payments from Tiger Thick, the $2,000-$3,000 payments. So that's what's in my record. Mr. Harley, I'll remind you, you have your two witnesses and then your own testimony. So to make it the most easiest, I want to hear from your witnesses first. That way we don't have to continue wasting their time and they can be excused. So whoever you want to call first, go ahead and call.
Here we come. Here we go.
Call Miss Mancuso.
All right.
Miss Mancuso, Miss BGL, Miss Harley. Go on, Luana. Let's hear Luana. Let's hear Luana.
Go ahead and ask her your questions, Mr. Hart.
Okay, so Miss.
Okay, that sounded like an episode of their podcast. What happened to their podcast, by the way? Remember they had a podcast. Remember Luana and BGL had a podcast. What happened to that? I think they recorded that one episode, like sitting on the couch or something. Remember that?
Mancuso, did you live with me during the...
Miss Mancuso.
So, Miss Mancuso, did you live with me during the time period that covers the...
You can even hear his mannerisms, isn't it? Yeah, so... You can even hear his mannerisms. Big up him. Big up him.
The work that I did for Thick Boy Studios. Any other activities listed?
Yes, I did.
There she is. There she is.
Witness me travel for work purposes.
Yes, a lot. Too many times.
Alright, relax. That sounded a bit horny, isn't it? Did you witness me traveling for work? Yes, too many times. I wanted you home, Pappy. I wanted you home, inside of me. Too many times. Don't leave me, don't go. He won't let me go. Don't leave me. Oh, they're brilliant. They're fucking brilliant, they are.
Would you say this kind of travel was voluntary? Or part?
By the way, is this normal? Why is BGL asking? Oh, because he's representing himself, innit? Yeah, BGL's representing himself in this case. He doesn't have a lawyer. I just realized it. BGL doesn't have a lawyer. He's representing himself. This is so legendary. If he wins this, he deserves some respect. If BGL wins this, representing himself, calling Unique as a witness, he deserves some respect. We have to put some respect on BGL's name. If he wins this, we have to put some respect on his name. If he single-handedly beats Brendan's monster lawyers, he deserves some respect.
Part of my job.
That was part of your job.
How can you know this for sure?
Because we had a bunch of arguments about it, and you didn't necessarily want to go.
And I'm loyal to a default.
Ms. Mancuso, did you ever witness me deadlifting your car as you screamed in fear of your life? And don't lie. Were you kinda turned on?
Exactly. Miss Mancuso. Oh, yeah. By the way, these pauses aren't helping. These pauses aren't helping him, innit? I don't think these pauses are helping. I'm always stopping him at the weirdest times, innit? But big up. Oh, yeah.
Did you ever communicate with anyone else besides me directly about what I did on the road while traveling?
Yes, Joanna Schaub, Brendan Schaub's wife.
By the way, that's something I didn't know. I didn't know that Luana spoke to Joanna. I didn't know that they were cool. I had no idea that they spoke. Did you guys know that before? That's a little bit of the law that I was not aware of. I was not aware of.
And what did you ask her?
Objection, hearsay.
No, we have to text.
Yeah, Mr. Woman, I will note your objection, but this is it's not a court, so hearsay. I'll make my patent announcement. Hearsay means it's inherently unreliable.
BJ representing himself. Brendan Schaub's lawyer not understanding that he can't say objection hearsay during an employment tribunal. Brilliant. This is a brilliant court case, isn't it? Brilliant fucking court case. Brendan's got a lawyer that doesn't know what he's doing, and BGO is interviewing his own wife. I love it.
Liable, air quotes, evidence, but it's not prohibited in this type of proceeding, so it's given its weight, which is like 1 out of 1,000,000 grains of salt. So hearsay is really low probative value, I would say, like extremely low probative value, but it just comes in, whether it's given any weight or not. So,
Sir, quick question.
Yeah.
Mark, did you admit the text message?
I did. I just sent it to the evidence email links.
Mark, you know, Luana in the screen chat, Mark. You have to call him, what do you call it? You have to call him lawyer or something. You can't say Mark. You have to say Mr. Harley. Mark, did you send him the text messages?
So there's a screenshot that contains the conversation between Joanna Schaub and...
I'm going to pause the parties here. You did submit evidence. I don't have any evidence in my record, so...
Oh, I sent it at the beginning of
Jeez. Mark sending evidence in the middle of the court case. Mark sending evidence in the middle of the hearing. In the middle. What else is going on? I just sent it to you. What?
What day did you send it?
Today.
Today. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So today.
I sent it to evidence.wca.sro.dir.ca.gov.
Let me see if I have a copy of that.
If Brendan loses this, it's gonna be epic, man. If Brendan loses, it's gonna be fucking epic.
Oh, there it is. During the middle of the
I guess technically he's not a loss, innit? It's like a liability thing, right? I think the term. I think so.
hearing. Okay, so just a one text message?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Just for the record, I have not seen that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll
That's a very good observation from a person in unique stream chat. That's a very good observation. Mexican is busy making an Instagram reel right now with Tiger as a cameraman. Exactly. Brendan's legitimately, in a way, fighting for his family's future here, right? Because 135k while they are trying to sell their house and downsize, and Brendan is fucking selling cars, that's gonna sting, right? If he has to fork out 135,000, it's gonna not only sting his pockets, it's gonna sting his ego and his pride. But Mexican is out here fucking, Slowjo is out here fucking making Instagram reels. Honestly, it's fucking brutal, isn't it? Brutal.
We'll take a 10-minute recess here and you can look over these two. It's only 2 pages.
Can I look at their defense or their statements? I haven't seen any from them either.
Yeah, so just for the record, we ask you send your evidence beforehand so we're not playing this game in the middle of a hearing. So...
Don't get me wrong, I'm no lawyer. I've never been to law school, never been interested in anything concerning law. Watched my fair share of law procedural dramas. But even I would know, if I wanted to represent myself and save some money, even I would know, you submit the evidence before the court case. Sometimes many weeks, many months before. And then you maybe request from the other side their evidence so you can kind of mull it over. so you know what to talk about or to attack or to whatever when the court case comes around. You don't send your evidence just before the court case starts or while the court case is going on to the email. Like, that's not what. Fucking hell, BGO. He did actually. BGO, in a way, it was actually BGO's fault. You know, it might have been in part BGO's fault that this court case was suspended, because the break happened because the judge said, let's take a break and review the evidence. If BGO would have submitted the evidence beforehand, like properly, everyone would have had a chance to look over it. He would have a chance to look over theirs. They would have continued on. They would have just just steamrolled through the case without any pauses. So it wouldn't have mattered if somebody told the lawyer about the stream, because there would have been no time to talk about it because the court case was going on, you know? BGO kind of fucked it. But hey, here we are.
I was under the impression, Mr. Harley, that you weren't coming because you hadn't sent anything in. So I will go ahead and respond to this email with the defendant's exhibits, and I'll forward these, and we'll come back at 9:30. So I'm gonna.
Somebody in the comments is being mean, bro. Someone in the comments, what do they say in the stream chat? I want to know, is ASAP Rocky and Rihanna there? That's what I want to know.
So I'm gonna pause my record here.
Sazen is cute like Ethan Ralph. I hold myself in contempt. BGL objects to pushing Diet Cokes from the bushes.
Put everyone in the waiting room, and I'll call you back at 9:30. I'm gonna pause there.
Okay.
Mr. Wellman, I'll send you those. Mr. Harley, I'll send you their copies. But this should have been taking place quite literally weeks ago.
Ooh, the judge is not happy. The judge is not happy. The judge is pissed off with BGL submitting evidence right before the case, and I guess with Brendan's side not submitting their evidence to BGL or giving it to him before the case as well. So both lawyers, both parties are kind of fumbling. So maybe in the end, the whole like live streaming thing won't be an issue, because it sounds like the judge is not happy with either side. He's not happy with either side.
Okay.
Everyone in the stream chat, you blew it, Harley. What's BGO? BGO, no. What the fuck, Mark? Yeah, everyone in the stream chat saying the same thing.
Hello?
At that time.
I think
Yeah.
I almost got in trouble during that because I was talking to you, and the court guy yelled at me. He thought I was on the phone, and he was like, Mr. Swindell, are you going to be on the phone or not? Or I'm going to kick you out of here. Mark just hit me with this last fucking second. I'm prepared. I've got a video I was going to upload. Then Mark just hit me up and was like, yo, you want to testify in my fucking court case with Schaub? I was like, okay. So I sworn in. I held up my right hand. Schaub saw me. I saw Schaub. And I said, and I had to be sworn in.
Could you imagine Brendan's face when he saw fucking Unique? Could you imagine Brendan's face when he saw Unique? Could you imagine Brendan's face when he saw Unique? Like, for fuck's sake, man, he won't leave me alone. You know, like, could you imagine? That's the best troll. It's actually good he didn't give any evidence. That's the best troll. Forget the evidence. Forget being a witness. That's the fucking best troll. Him being sworn in and Brendan seeing him on the fucking Zoom. Brilliant.
And I'm going to be talking after Mark's wife. So what do you say, 10 minutes? So in 10 minutes, we're going to come back. They're going to ask Mark's wife, and then I'll talk.
Anyway, let me fast forward to the bit where they come back on the phone. Let me fast forward a bit. Where they come back on the phone. Let me fast forward. Apologies, people in the stream chat. Let me fast forward a little bit when they come back on the phone. Which one is it?
I'm talking to my chat. Get a legal right. Testifying next. So what am I going to say? I'm talking to my chat because I'm testifying next. So,
Come on, get
Royal
the
fucking.
There we go. There we go. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back.
Sir, I think that's Lex McMahon. Is that correct?
Mr. Gomez, Deputy Gomez.
Yes.
Look at somebody in the stream. Look at somebody in unique stream chat in all caps. Plan ahead now. What you're gonna say. Help mark out the best you can. Famous last words, Mr. World Famous. Whoever you are in unique stream chat. Famous last words. Plan ahead now. What you're gonna say. Help mark out the best you can. Very prophetic. Very prophetic.
Looks like we lost Mr. Schaub.
By the way, great tactic by Brendan. Look like you didn't lose him. During the recess, during the little break, Brendan's lawyer was made aware of the stream, and Brendan's lawyer told, you don't have to come back on the stream. We're going to get this fucking thrown out. That should have been the warning sign. Because I remember when I heard it live, I was like, hold on, Brendan's not on the stream. That's weird. Why is he not back in court? That was my warning. So I was like, hold on, that sounds a bit fishy. Why is he not back in court for? Something's happened. And then as soon as, and then you can see Brendan's lawyer was also very quiet. He waited until the very end to say something. So it was already finished. It was already done. It was already done.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear.
You can.
Mr. Gomez, are you on? I cannot hear you.
I can. Mr. Harley, can you hear us?
No sound on this whatsoever. Let's see what's going on.
How about now? Can you hear us now, Mr. Wellman?
You there?
We're here, yeah. Can you hear us, Mr. Wellman?
Yes, I'm going to move right now that this entire proceeding be dismissed and thrown out. We just found out, and I just emailed you.
I'm moving to have this whole court case be switched and thrown out. So Brendan's lawyer is really pushing, because obviously they know that Brendan's probably going to be liable. He's going to lose, quote unquote. So Brendan's lawyer jumped on this straight away. I want this to be switched and thrown out. Because Unique was live streaming. You know, he's really pushing for that.
That Mr. Swindells is live streaming this on YouTube. And also the reason he was on the phone is he's making, this whole purpose of this is to make defamatory and remarks regarding Mr. Schaub. I just emailed you the link, YouTube link. And this is, yeah.
All right.
I just emailed you the YouTube link. He's making phone calls defaming Brendan. Oh my God. Unique. Biggest fumble ever.
Motion is granted, and I don't know what the next step will be, but this proceeding is conclusively ended for now. Thank you for.
Hold on, what did he say? What's the exact words he said? What's the exact words he said?
Next step will be is granted, and all right. Motion is granted.
Mr. Schaub. I just emailed you the link, YouTube link. And this is, yeah.
All right. Motion is granted, and I don't know.
I don't know. He said some word. Is that a legal word? He says appropriate something beginning with the A is granted. Something beginning with the A. Appropriate. I don't know what that word was.
What the next step will be, but this proceeding is conclusively ended for now. Thank you for appealing.
This proceeding is conclusively ended for now. Doesn't mean a court case. So there's still hope for BGL. Doesn't mean a court case. This proceeding has been concluded for now. Okay. Doesn't mean the court case though.
Hearing will continue the matter, or it may be dismissed. It's up to the management. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh. I didn't hear that bit. It could proceed, or it may get dismissed. It's up to the management. What? Who's the management? In legal terms, management refers to individual authority, autonomy. What the fuck is who's management? Court terms management primarily refers to case management. Oh, case management, where judges and court staff actively direct progress of a lawsuit to ensure it's handled justly, efficiently, and proportionate cost. It involves setting timetables, directing procedural steps, and holding conference to narrow issues. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's not good. That's not good. If they make the calls, fuck. The key management personnel, case management conferences, judges and masters, judges, legal advisors, court staff, operations managers, court management. Fuck. Did Mark fuck up his case by doing this trial? Did he actually torpedo a potential 135k fucking check? God damn.
But what are we doing here, B? Did I get that in?
If Unique made BGL lose this case, he should tender whatever he made from this video. You should give it to BGL as a fucking, you know what I mean, as a gesture of goodwill. But actually, it's BGL's fault. It's not really Unique's fault. BGL should have known better. Why does I get Luana as a witness, but I don't really understand the angle of Unique. Well, what would have Unique said? Because he was asking basically he was asking questions to his wife, like, can she kind of attest to the amount of stress and to the workload that he was under to basically prove that he was working there, I'm assuming, right? I think so. I think that was the angle he was going for. Like, you remember how I was during that time. You remember that I wasn't around. Yeah, I think so.
Why would Mark send me that link? That was hilarious.
He's feeling bad here. You can tell he's feeling bad. But again, when you're an impulsive person, you do impulsive shit. You can tell he's feeling bad here. You can tell he's kind of regretting it. Like, fuck. You can tell he's kind of regretting it here. He's trying to convince himself it's okay, but you can tell deep down he's like, shit. I think I'll fuck this for him. You can tell he's feeling a little bit guilty, a little bit guilty.
I messed up. Well, let's see. If I had testified, but I hadn't have been live.
You messed up, Loki. He was stalking the subreddit. Water, you fucked up. Low IQ dummy. Damn, Baba cucked the content. Judge said, I don't give a fuck. Caught in 4K. Snitch. I think Mr. Swindell is actually the paid operative of Brendan. You fucked Mark's case. Poor Mark. Yeesh.
How would anybody have seen it?
You snitched. You ruined Mark's case. You did kind of ruin it, to be honest. They're gonna lock you up, bro. Hate for him was too strong. That's why Brendan didn't come back. That's your takeaway from this dope ass hearing? Haha, who cares? It's all content. Oh, I love the chaos energy. Big up, who's that? That's Real Gang in the stream chat. Who cares? It's all content. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Big dummy. Haha. No money for you.
First and foremost, you don't think...
You idiot. Mark was going to lose anyway. There goes the 130k. That's nuts. Papa watching all of us. Mark's last name.
Mark wanted me to do that, sending me that. First and foremost...
Nice contempt of court charges, which carries jail time in America. Sorry, in America. In California, if Californian court is that it? That's what it says. In California court, live streaming a court case you are a witness is a direct violation of the state law and court rules. California has some of the strictest and clearly defined rules regarding media. The short answer: you'll likely be arrested. Your testimony will be thrown out, and you could face significant jail time. Okay, so in the civil, okay, cool. How about in the civil case? Okay, cool. Let me rewrite that. How about if it's a civil case? If it's a civil case. In California, switching from criminal to civil case does not change no live streaming. In fact, it can sometimes be more expensive. The prohibition to recording or broadcasting comes under civil. Here's what changes: civil and contempt and criminal. While you still be charged with criminal contempt, jail time, civil cases often use codes, civil procedures 1209 to punish you. Under Rule 230, a judge can order you to pay reasonable monetary sanctions, payment of legal fees. In a civil case, if you live stream causes a delay or mistrial, the judge can order you to pay the other side's attorney fees. Evidence sanctions: if you're a witness you live stream, you're violating the fairness of the trial. Strike your testimony: the judge can tell the jury to completely disregard everything you said, disqualify you. You may also be barred from testifying further. That's what's going to happen. For sure he's going to get disqualified. For sure he's going to get disqualified. Impact on the remote civil hearings. California civil courts frequently use Zoom or other calls. Many people mistakenly think that's because of their own home the rules don't apply. Personal liability. Jail time. Up to 6 months. Fines 1,000. Mistrial cost. The bottom line: California judge takes the solemnity of the courtroom very seriously, whether the lawsuit over Kyson or high profile. Fuck. Yeah. Big up MK in caps. Do not do this. Exactly. Big up Don Dotter. Uni can probably plead insanity. It's wild. Oh my god, Unique, man.
Mark told me to stick that fucking link on the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. It's just I'm not allowed to post there.
Nice snitching. He fucked up the court case. Now he's snitching. We didn't know that. Now he's snitching, eh? He fucked up the court case. Now Unique is out here snitching. Mark told me to post it. Like, come on.
So this wins the internet. You can't, trust me, you don't think I tried to record that? They had a thing that you couldn't record it. They're recording it. Oh, that is recorded. I wonder if Mark gets like a copy.
You screwed yourself, dummy. You fucked it up for Mark. Is it illegal to stream public hearings? Worst video of your life. If a streamer falls in the woods and the woods is not... Big up the mod in his chat. If a streamer falls in the woods and he's not streaming, does anyone know? Now you owe BGL 20k.
Now I owe BGL 20k? By the way, you know...
It's not funny, mate. You kind of do. I'm not going to lie. It's not funny. You kind of do, mate. If you cost him 135k, the least you could do is give him 20. You kind of do. Contempt of court is usually carried with a jail sentence.
They came back. Schaub wasn't there. And then Schaub's lawyer was like... He's live streaming, meaning Schaub got off, went into this live stream, and then went and told his old man lawyer, the fucking guy is live streaming. Because how else would Schaub left his thing to come watch me live stream and then go tell his lawyer. That's the funniest shit ever. You're going to get his
main character.
I'm loyal to default.
Damn. $1,000 fines, 6 months in jail, maybe even have to pay for Bappa's lawyer fees. All for streaming the court case. Kai Senate. Save us.
It's horrible, man. Horrible, horrible, horrible. 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 BGL could have won that 135k, bust it down with Unique, you know, broke him off a little 5, a little 10, like, hey, thank you for the coverage, thank you for the support, you know what I mean? They could have won, they could have both won this. Then you could have released the fucking recording of the court case later, you know? You could have recorded it himself, not live streamed it while he was giving evidence. BGL could have probably won, bust down the fucking 135k, gave Unique a little bit, and then Unique could have dropped the fucking full recording of the court case later. But instead, you had to live stream it.
Summons now. Well, goddamn, how many people hit me up?
Brendan, this is for being a Trump chill. Damn, we're not getting Schaub show and TFATK today. This dude is straight crazy. Mark's case is done.
Let's see what Mark's saying.
Yeah, someone saying the same thing I said. Should have just recorded your commentary separately and posted it later. Too late now for that. You could have recorded it. Too late for that. Too late. What's that? Hold on. What's that say? What that person said there? That person said there. What did they say? Imagine having to deal with people like this and having to pretend to take them and their businesses or their issues seriously on both sides. It takes a certain type of person to pretend any of this trash matters. I think that's Casual. Casual, is that you? Big up Casual. Casual, is that you? Imagine having to deal with these people like this and having to pretend to take them and their issues seriously on both sides. It takes a certain type of person to pretend this trash matters. I think that's Casual.
Yeah, so, by the way, I think I had told Mark.
Did they? Did someone say that? Did someone say that? Did someone say wake up AZ? That's brilliant if someone said that. Wake up. That's both. That's a double entendre there.
That when it was recorded. This right here, we just literally recorded the entire thing.
Zingle Squad.
I'm keeping this up, people. But I had told Mark that when Schaub sued me, the first thing they did in our first court hearing was try to say that I was going to live stream the thing. So I told Mark that.
Big up Ryu Ken. Big up Ryu fucking Ken. BGO is dumb for thinking Unique was on his side. Are some of you people in the stream chat thinking that Unique is a bit of a skullduggerer? Bit of a shifty? Do you think he doesn't give a flying fuck that he sabotaged BGL's case because he gets the views? Could that be possible? Could Unique be a bit of a Machiavellian genius? Is there a bit of Machiavellian going on here with Unique? Interesting theory, isn't it? Like, his number one op is Brendan. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody. His number one op is Brendan. If BGO is going to give him information, cool. But he doesn't give a fuck about BGO. He gives a fuck about taking down Brendan. Anyone that gets in his way, he uses, dashes, and keeps it going. Fucking hell, mate. Big up Unique. Big up fucking Unique for the skullduggery. I like it.
They were going to do that. And he said he didn't give a fuck. Because Mark was planning on live streaming it. But then Mark sent me the link today and told me to testify. He knew I was going to live stream. He told me to put that link everywhere. So
yeah, big up Unique. Unique is here for the clicks. Big up Ryu. Exactly.
You made Bappa money. This isn't a good... Dude, guys. Mark Harley is in Super Bowl commercial.
Jesus Christ, who is this? Big up Machi. What? Why am I getting insulted in someone else's chat?
And I'm loyal to a default.
As the great Kodak Black once said, like I don't believe in Jesus, how I triple cross. Come to think about it, Unique and Kodak are a bit on the same spectrum.
100%, 100%, 100%. That's my dream blunt rotation. That's my dream blunt rotation. Unique, Kodak Black, and me. Dream blunt rotation. Maybe, who's that including that? Maybe Britney Spears. Me, Unique, Kodak Black, and Britney Spears. Dream blunt lines rotation. Dream bump rotation. Yo, big up somebody in the stream chat. Look at somebody in Unique's chat. Big up this person, Machi. Big up Machi Wee. AZ, clock out of Tesco's. Why am I getting bullets? Why am I getting fucking arrows? I'm not even there. AZ, clock out of Tesco's, you know. Fucking hell.
And on Saturday Night Live, I'm pretty sure he was doing all this just for the fucking troll. I'm pretty sure he's literally...
What? He's saying BGO invited him to testify for the troll.
Mark told me how much he got off of just the Macho Man Super Bowl commercial. Trust me, I'm pretty sure he's just trolling Bappa. Dude, he's dropping secret...
I don't think so. Unique, I don't think so. Be for real, Unique. Be for real. You don't go through this whole court case thing defending yourself. Like, you don't go through this because you just want to troll. He wants the money too. There's 135k on the line allegedly. Like, I would want that too. There's 135k on the line. He's doing well, but 135k is 135k. Who wouldn't want that? I don't think this is a troll. I think this is a bit of a cope here from Unique to kind of, you know, alleviate his guilt for ruining the court case. But I don't think this is a troll. I think BGO wants to win. You know, I think he wants to win. I think he would very much like the money.
Like, Mark wanted this to kind of happen this way. Trust me. So, it's hilarious to me though that Schaub left the court, watched me, then went back to the court and told them I was live streaming.
Why did he think Brendan was watching him? It could have been anything. It could have been somebody watching his stream. No, it could have been somebody in his team. It could have been somebody, a fan just sent him a link. He didn't have to like go. I don't know. It's a bit main charactery, this one. He's watching me now. He's watching me. Hi, Brendan. It's like, okay. I don't know, man. Chill. I know he's watching me. By the way, is there a little bit of a cadence? Do they have a similar cadence? Unique and World of T-shirts.
It's hilarious to me though that Schaub left the court, watched me, then went back to the court and told them I was live streaming and got a thing. So did they end the case or did they just end the hearing?
Bro, you were on the call. Why weren't you listening? You were on the fucking call.
So, by the way, I guarantee you Schaub's watching that.
Big up Key P. Also, 150k from Brendan is worth millions. True. Exactly.
Oh, he's got to be. He's not in court anymore.
I don't know about that, mate. Don't know about that. It's a bit too main charactery there. He's watching me. Hi, Brendan. Schaub is a disease to humanity. For the troll himself, we love you, Brendan Schwab. Papa, can I have your autograph? Someone in the stream chat. This is evidence now. Stop talking. Too late.
This is evidence now. Stop. What's evidence? Evidence of what? Yeah, it was a public hearing. At the beginning of the court thing, the guy said it's a public hearing. The only reason why I wasn't able to do it on the computer is because I was already signed into the Zoom thing on my phone, and I tried to rejoin, and they said during the thing, there's a unique trying to join, and I was already in there as Kyle Swindell, so they kicked them. So they weren't letting, if you weren't already sworn in and testifying, they weren't letting anyone join the Zoom meeting. But it was a public thing.
He nearly signed in under his unique fucking email. He nearly signed in under his unique YouTube email. Fucking hell, man. He's been the best and worst witness to call for BJ, isn't it? The best and worst witness ever. Jesus Christ. And he didn't even get a chance to give any fucking evidence. Big up, what's that? Big up, Keepy. AZ, would you testify? No, thank you. I've got nothing to do with this anyway, but no. I don't testify for shit. We don't snitch around here. We don't take the stand. We don't talk to the police. We don't do none of that shit.
And by the way, I don't think the case is over. I think they just ended that hearing, and they're going to do the hearing again.
You're not going to be involved, though.
They sent me the link and told me, yeah, it's a public hearing, though. Nobody cares.
Cope?
No, I'm not going to. Well, I'll ask Mark. If he wants me to delete it, I'll delete it. But like I said, something tells me Mark Harley, who's going to be starring in upcoming commercials and shit, really, something tells me he doesn't really give two fucks about winning this, and he's just trolling. Something tells me that.
Really? 135,000 on the line. He doesn't care. I don't know, man. I don't know if Unique is trying to convince himself about that, or did Unique tell it, or did fucking BGL tell him that? But I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true whatsoever. Maybe at the start it was an element of troll about it, but right now with 135k on the line, I don't think it's a troll. I think he would very much like to win that money, and he's probably punching the wall, or maybe Luana, that now this court case is over for the time being.
Fuck, what the goddamn word now?
Got some heavy feet in it, Unique. It's got some heavy fucking feet, bro. Niggas got some heavy fucking feet. It's like watching that Godzilla series. Yo, big up Casual. AZ respect. That's why you're real. No stand, no testify, nothing. Yeah. Plus, if you can't win this court case without witnesses, you probably don't deserve the money, you know? This is such a slam dunk easy case. You know, if BGL needs witnesses to win this case, he's in trouble. This is slam dunk. You had a verbal agreement. There's evidence of you doing work. There's you on video working with fucking Brendan. There's Brendan talking about working with you on video. You know what I mean? Like, there's loads of evidence of you being a part of fucking Thick Boy, Tiger Thick, whatever. There's probably documentation and screenshots of your work that you posted on there and shit. Come on, man. If you can't win this by yourself and you need witnesses and shit, you're probably in a bad place.
Yeah, but well, let's see if Mark says anything. Wait, did he hit me up?
And more snitching. More snitching, nice. Exactly. So look at somebody in the stream chat. Big up Barry. You snitched on BGL saying he told you to post a link. That's going to mess up his case if it's not dismissed. Exactly. He's going on as if Brendan's lawyer isn't watching this right now. Come on, Unique, man. Move better.
Mark said he's going to challenge it. Yeah, Mark's fine. So.
Mark said he's going to challenge it. They deserve each other. They deserve each other. The first words Mark should have sent to Unique was, "What the fuck, man?" Those should have been the first words. You know what I mean? Not convincing him it's okay. Mark's first words to him should have been, "What the fuck, man? You fucked my case." That should have been the first words to him instead of this. Like what? Anyway, it's over now, and it's over. I'll leave it there. It's over. That part is over. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really care how this ends up, you know. This is a lot of like nonsense. I don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really give a fuck. I'd like for BGL to get his money, right? That would be a good kind of ending. It'd be a good kind of way to end the story. It's the fair thing. If you also loses this, you know, you brought it on yourself, really. I don't give a fuck. He kind of brought on himself. It is what it is. Let the chaos ensue. I don't know. I don't really care how this ends at all. I'm just here for the drama. I don't care how it ends whatsoever. I'm here for the little morsels of info we might get, some more added lore that we didn't know about. But I don't really care about the outcome. Not one bit. But it's, yeah, exactly. Big up ASAP. It's really funny though. It's really funny. It's really fucking funny. It's really fucking funny. But I don't care. But good luck to everybody. Good luck to everybody. Gemini, when I searched for it on AI, the Gemini wasn't conclusive about being thrown out though. So maybe there's a chance that they're probably just gonna scratch out fucking unique from the witness list of witnesses, and they're gonna continue as, you know. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it. Because it's not really BGL's fault, is it? I don't know how it works in court. Will the judge make you liable if one of your witnesses like misbehaves? I don't think so, right? You're not in control of how they act. So maybe there's a possibility that the judge could be like, hey, you didn't make him do that, you know? He did it on his own. We're gonna just make sure he doesn't come back. We're gonna strike his witness from the whatever, or his statement or anything. And then we're going to proceed. There's a possibility that could be happening. But we have to wait and see. Time will tell us. Time will tell us. Time will tell us. What are the comments saying? If Ron Jeremy and Prince had a child, where's Red Bar when you need him?